looking at the whole entire AIG fiasco and all the press that was done about you and your role and all that, what have you learned about that entire matter? Now, looking back on it, we see there's a lot of what I would call a communication gap. Wasn't fully explained about your role in the matter. Once it was explained, it made sense. But during that time, there was a time that lapsed and got a lot of bad press for it. What did you learn from that?
I learned the old expression, was it burn me once, your fault, burn me twice, my fault. And so if I'm sounding a little more restrained before I'm, in that case, and I don't think they knew. I don't have any information that they knew about it.
Well, the press, right? I mean, there's certain people who are looking to take you down and really, like, got Chris Dodd on the
4
rails
days
about
later,
that.
They said, by the way, we're the ones that made this request.
Right.
I wish they'd done it a little earlier. It might have been helpful to explain that this wasn't something I just did out of the blue. And so I'm being more cautious in dealing with these major governmental offices. And again, I'm not assuming they have evil intent, but I don't buy into the premise that unless we provide some sort of reward packages here, that people will leave. Now, some may. I'm not arguing that. Maybe some leave and go to these boutique firms that don't get federal money, and that may happen. But I don't buy into this case that you've got to do this. I mean, I got 20,000 people a day losing their jobs, 10,000 a day losing their homes. This idea that someone says you have to pay me this other inflated salary in order for me to hang around. What happened to patriotism at a time like this? Just take a look in Connecticut at the Mohegan Sun. It's a casino, but a lot of people think their financial system's a casino too. At the Mohegan Sun, I think this is still the case. Every employee, salaried and non-salaried employee, took a wage cut so that no person would be laid off. It was a whole family coming together and saying, this is a tough time, we don't want to lose anybody, so you got your health care, you got at least a salary coming in or a wage coming in. I don't know if that's still the case. I know they tried that for some time. Now, if a casino can get together and do that, where's this, why not that same attitude here? Look, it's a very tough time. The financial system is in trouble, it's under great stress. We need bright and talented people to help us get it right. I wonder what planet are these people living on all of a sudden when they're arguing about a paycheck and the system is totally frozen, credit's not moving, people are losing jobs, retirements are evaporating. Why not step up and say for a few years, yeah, absolutely, let's get this right, let's figure it out, let's unclog the system and get us working again. I just, for the life of me, am stymied. Not that I expect everyone to be a Peace Corps volunteer or a AmeriCorps worker, but the idea that you might be willing to do with less somehow to make this work. As you say, particularly in some cases where these were the great cheerleaders for a lot of the stuff that created the mess in the first place.